Hey Cancer, welcome to my channel Lake's View. My name's Aleka. I am new to YouTube. I started this channel just because I wanted to remind you all how important your individual healing and self-care is on this journey towards self-development and self-empowerment. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go over what the sign of Cancer needs to heal for the month of May. We're going to go over what you need to heal, what's blocking you from healing, and then I'm going to leave you guys with some advice, okay? So let's get started. What does the sign of Cancer need to heal for the month of May? The sign of Cancer, what do they need to heal for the month of May? It's so funny because this was at the bottom of the deck. When I first picked up the deck, I looked at the bottom and this card was at the bottom. And then this card popped out. So, okay, we're going to go with the High Priestess card. And I believe Aries also got this card. All right, so what the High Priestess card speaks to is usually something involving something that's unknown or hidden or not so obvious, okay? There's something unknown, hidden, not so obvious here, okay? I'm gonna pull a clarifier on that just so we get a little bit more information. What does the sign of Cancer need to heal for the month of May? Okay, I'm not gonna take those. What does the sign of Cancer need to heal for the month of May? Cancer, what's Cancer? 10 of Cups. Okay, 10 of Cups. This is like ultimate fulfillment and happiness. You know, it's when you've gotten everything that you want. It's what you know, all the goals you set out for yourself, you've achieved them, and you're just in a moment of bliss and enjoying it all, right? So this came out as a clarifier for the High Priestess card. So there may be unknown factors affecting this, okay, this wish fulfillment for you. Give me some more information on the High Priestess card and the 10 of Cups for Cancer. Okay. I'm getting stuck with this card. Stuck. So there is something preventing something else from coming to fruition. There is something preventing something from happening, something from growing. I want to know what this is. Okay. You know, believe it or not, it may be a little bit of self-sabotage. This may be you, Cancer. This may be you preventing you from growing. Okay, Cancer? Maybe the things that are hidden or unknown to you could be hidden and unknown. Oh, wait. Wow. Okay. You may be kind of in denial, pretending you don't see something, pretending something isn't happening, pretending that you don't know that your 10 of Cups here is at jeopardy. Your wish fulfillment, your ultimate goal, what really makes you happy is at jeopardy, and you're worried about it, and I get the sense that you're pretending. All right, when I first saw the High Priestess card, each card has several different meanings attached to it, and when I first saw the High Priestess card, I had a certain message in my head, but I didn't say it because I didn't want to jump to that conclusion. The High Priestess, remember, it speaks to unknown things, things that are hidden. It can also speak to mistresses, okay, and infidelity. And I didn't really want to go there. And then I pulled out the 10 of Cups, which is a happy wish fulfillment family card, okay? Look at the family. So someone could feel like someone is interfering with their family, okay, Cancer? Someone could feel like someone is stepping out. I didn't really want to see it that way, but with the 8 of Swords there, it's a card that speaks to self-sabotage. I'm not saying you are sabotaging, Cancer, but maybe you may be in denial and trying not to see. Try not to see, okay? You want to have faith in people. You want to have faith that people would treat you the way you would treat them, but in Cancer, you're really emotional. You know, when you're hurt, you kind of just retreat. You retreat. You know, you retreat. You go away. You hide. You're not good with initially dealing with the problem. You need time to process it just a little bit before dealing with it. Some of you may be healing from issues of infidelity. Okay, you don't have to, but some of you may be healing from that, or you're healing from a situation where there is something preventing you from reaching goals, and you know what that thing is, and you don't want to remove it from your life, so you're pretending like you don't know that thing is a problem, okay? This could speak to infidelity for some, and for others, it could just be something, someone, a situation that is preventing you from elevating to the next step in life, You low-key know what this is, but you're kind of trying to like pretend like you don't really know what it is. Like you see it, but you're just like, no, you know, I don't want to get rid of this person. I don't want to get rid of this thing. I know this person is kind of holding me back. I know these friends, you know, they don't really do me justice. They don't help me reach the goals I want to reach. They probably need to get dropped and left behind, but I really don't want to do that. You know, these are my peoples. We're having fun. So I'm going to pretend like they're not toxic. Okay? There is a level of pretending like you don't see. Okay? Pretending or genuinely not seeing. Okay? But there's a level of not seeing things clearly here. Cancer, what does Cancer need to heal for the month of May? What does Cancer need to heal for the month of May? Okay, the confusion card comes out. All right, so you see the confusion card is, this is the Seven of Cups. So what the Seven of Cups is, it's many different options. There's so many different cups. There's something different in every cup, but there's also this cloud that low-key blocks you. You know, it low-key blocks you. There's clouded judgment here. So you're unable to make wise decisions. You know, it clouds your judgment. That's what I wanted to say. It clouds your judgment and you're not able to see things clearly. Therefore, it hinders your decision making. So once you take the blindfold off, you will then begin to see things much clearly and you can then make more insightful decisions for yourself, Cancer. Because there's happiness that you want here. There is happiness that you want and there's happiness that you can have, but there's a level of releasing toxicity and things that don't really serve you. And identifying these things in your life. Identify the things. Identify what are these things that are blocking me? What are the things that make me feel hindered, that make me feel blocked? Sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends, sometimes we don't want to let go of dynamics and situations, and it stunts our growth. But you need to recognize when you have outgrown a situation, when you have outgrown a person, when you have outgrown certain circumstances. When you recognize this, you're then able to move on and move on to the next step, because it's not hard to, once you realize it, that's the first step, realizing it. It's not easy to do at first, but once you realize, like, I gotta do something different, it's the first step, and you're putting yourself in a position to then say, okay, what do I gotta do next? Take the blindfold off, Cancer. Identify who these things or people are in your life. I want to jump back to the infidelity thing just for half a second. If you are a person who resonates with the message of infidelity, where you feel like you may have someone in your life who's not being so genuine to you, understand that you deserve better, and also understand that if you're in a situation where it's a mutual commitment and both people know that we're together, okay, that means that someone is making a conscious decision to step out and do their own thing, and this hurts you and it's blocking you, and you feel like your family, your stability, your home life is being jeopardized as a result of this. You know, this outside person. Sorry, Cancer, if this is your story. I am. You may be kind of holding on to this person for dear life because this person is what you see for yourself. It's what you see for yourself. It's what you've always envisioned. It's what you've always wanted. So you're like, no, I'm not going to let anybody come and take that away from me. But don't be nobody's fool, Cancer. Don't be nobody's fool, okay? So, Cancer, what's blocking you? What's blocking Cancer? What is blocking Cancer? Indecision, not planning things, not taking steps forward. Okay, that goes back to this clouded judgment, okay? Because your judgment is clouded, you're just sitting there. You have two options. You got these two sticks, but you're unsure. You got your hand on one. You're like, I think this is the stick I want. But this stick over here is nice too. I really like this stick. And he also has the world in his hand. You see that? So his hands are full. So he has this stick, he has this world, but he has this other thing over here that he's not tending to. But he still has it there in the back burner. He's not paying it as much attention. He's not nurturing it. He's not showing it the love and attention he's showing this stick and the world, these other people. the world. This can be the outside world, the other people in the world. So maybe you're giving too much attention to social media and what other people are thinking. You're not focusing on your own individual goals and healing. Okay, so there's the one scenario of possible infidelity, okay, and clouded judgment, and choosing or trying not to see it because you have this image of the way things are supposed to be. So you're saying, as long as I don't admit to myself that this is happening, I can pretend it's not, and that means nothing is jeopardized. I have everything, right? And then there's the other circumstance of, if this is toxic things in your life and things that you're not letting go of so that you can nurture your own goals and your own, prosperities and things like that, you're kind of like, you're getting like left behind, like you're leaving things behind, things that you're supposed to be tending to and paying attention to, you're not, because you're caught up with toxic situations and toxic people that do need to be released. And I don't feel like these people are necessarily bad people or these are bad things, but these are things that you have outgrown, okay? So maybe like you've had this stick for years and you're just comfortable with it, but you don't know, like it's time to get rid of that stick and start nurturing this stick. Okay, Cancer? And also, for the storyline where, there could possibly be infidelity involved, you may also feel the need to maintain an image to the public, to other people. You may feel the need to maintain the image to present this happy family that's perfect, that nothing is wrong, everything's fine. Yes, my husband goes out and cheats on me every other week, but you know what? We're fine. We're good. We're fine. I'm not trying to mock you, and I'm not trying to say that, like, you can't have faith in your family, but just be honest with yourself, okay? It doesn't matter what other people think, and you don't have to present a happy household because everybody has something going on. They don't show social media everything, okay? The good, the bad, and the ugly. They just show them the good stuff, the good days, and they sprinkle filters on it and make it all look nice. They don't show you what's real, okay? So don't worry about if other people would feel like, oh, look at her family or his family, it's disintegrating. Don't worry about that. Just focus on your own self, your own self-worth, what you deserve. If this is a partnership, a family that you are going to keep together, focus on you and yours. Focus on that bond between you and your counterpart and solidifying things so outside circumstances and people can't touch you, okay? But learn when to say when to say, you've had enough, and learn when to also say that, it's time for a change. It's not always easy to acknowledge when it's time for a change, but you know how you know when it's usually time for a change, Cancer? You know when God begins to make you very uncomfortable when he wants you to grow in life, okay? So when you get that feeling of discontentment, of just an inner feeling of just not happy, not fulfilled, something is supposed to change. It's up to you to figure out what it is. Identify what this thing is for you, who these people are for you, what this circumstance is for you, Cancer, okay? Because I get the feeling that you're not focused right now. You're not focused. And you may be overly focused on what other people are thinking. Leave that, Cancer. That has nothing to do with you. What other people think of you has nothing to do with you. Okay, Cancer? So what you need to do is you need to focus on your goals, your hobbies, what sparks you individually, what makes you feel really good about yourself, Cancer. Nurture that. Find out what it is and work on it, okay? Work on it. If you have a house or a home life where things are stressful and you're not feeling the togetherness, there are ways of mending that, okay, Cancer? You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances all the time. There's a way out of everything. You just got to think it through, and you have to just make a plan. You got to make a plan, and you got to learn when to say when. You got to learn when to drop people. You got to learn when someone's time is up, okay? Not everyone's time is up. Some people do deserve forgiveness, and some people do learn after you forgive them. But Cancer, I want you to learn when to say when to throw in the towel, when you've had enough, and when to just focus on yourself more than anything, okay? So I'm going to pull you a self-care card from the self-care oracle deck. This is for the sign of Cancer for the month of May. Oh, one month to come out. Pleasure. Pleasure. Okay? All right. So remember when I was just saying how you need to kind of focus on yourself versus other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, doing you and nurturing your goals. Like, this is a pleasure card where this woman is touching herself, right? She's touching herself. And yes, this could be sexual in nature, absolutely. But I also get a sense of taking care of yourself, okay? You can do that. You can do that yourself. You don't need somebody else to pleasure you. There are ways to please yourself, okay? I'm gonna read what the book has to say about this card. Your mantra is, Cancer, I am worthy of pleasure. Our bodies are magnificent temples of joy, bliss, and ecstasy awaiting exploration. Most of us have an upbringing filled with limiting perspectives about how we can experience pleasure and what kind is appropriate. As we begin to break free from constrictive perspectives, we can re-explore our bodies and all of our senses to find new and more profound experiences of pleasure. This exploration is a very personal process, with the main requirement being an open mind. Begin by closing your eyes and tuning into your body. Ask yourself where you want to be touched and how you want to be touched. You can also ask your senses what they are craving. What does your nose want to smell? What does your skin want to feel? What do your eyes want to see? What does your mouth want to taste? What do your ears want to hear? Pleasure has unlimited forms, and you can call in whatever one you desire. Okay, so yes, some of you may just need to get laid to figure it all out, but that's not for everybody. This could also be like identifying, you see the part of it where it was saying, where do you want to be touched? What do you want to smell? What do you want to taste, Cancer? This is really saying that figure out you. Like, because what I see here, Cancer, is there's a lot of stress about other people and what other people are doing and what other people are thinking, Cancer. But when you turn your focus on yourself, it's something so fulfilling about giving to yourself. There's something so fulfilling about not overly exhausting yourself for other people all the time, because something I realize is that no matter how much you give to other people, you can't always expect that same to come back to you. So sometimes you have to be the person to replenish yourself. We can't always expect that the people in our lives are going to do that for us. Sometimes we feel like we should be able to assume, like, if I do this for you, I would assume you would do it for me. But unfortunately, that is not always the case. Sometimes we just got to replenish ourselves. We just have to feed our own souls. We can't always wait for somebody to give to us. You know, we can't always expect that because we give to you, to these other people, that we then have to, the only way we can receive is to receive from these people. No, Cancer. Sometimes you can just receive all for yourself, especially when you're knowledgeable of it, especially when you're aware of what you need, what feels good to you, what do you like about yourself, what do you like to do, what makes you feel calm, what makes you feel level-headed, what puts you in a meditative state of mind. When you're aware what those things are, Cancer, you're then able to just like set yourself up. You don't gotta wait for nobody else to come and take care of you. Set yourself up. Self-pleasure is okay. It is okay, Cancer. It is okay. So, Cancer, that is what I have for you for today. If you like my style, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, guys? Comment below, introduce yourself. I'd love to know who's watching my videos. Anything else? Anything else? Nope, I think that's it. Okay, guys, so this is what the sign of Cancer needs to heal for the month of May. I just stopped by to remind you guys that your individual healing is so vital on your journey towards self-care, and your own self-care is so essential for your soul. Okay, Cancer? Bye, guys.